can't help feeling Will got off lightly. The wrath of the hells is second only to the wrath of the heavens. Having a devil in our camp will certainly make things interesting. Never a dull day, is there? Oh, nothing would give me greater pleasure. Which of our esteemed company am I stepping in for? Wonderful.
What to do?
Seek and you shall find me. No surprise. Caution is warranted here.
This place is trapped.
The book is locked tight with no visible keyhole, only an oval recess in the cover's mouth. You try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, the more those piercing amethyst eyes draw you in.
Please don't open the creepy book.
That looks terribly heavy. Why don't you let me carry it for you?
You feel better the second the book is out of your hands.
You can't be serious. Give it to me this instant.
The voices return, louder, stronger, commanding you to stop. But they have no hold on you. All you have to do is strike.
Quite cruelly, too.
Been an awful day for the people who lived here.
If nothing else, I hope it was a mercifully short one.
weapon blueprints. A master blacksmith's work.
They're sketches. More like early drafts than final blueprints.
Wish I had a bag of holding. Game for surface children.
Missing children. Maggie Terrans, Marcus Terrans, Mathan Deach, Rochelle Kirk.
Seems simple enough.
My condition is worsening again. I need to consume some powerful magic or it may become volatile. Thank you. It is a strange experience. Each time anew. Like a lost soul is spelunking through the darkness that is me, only to be sacrificed on the dread altar of the heart. Somehow the second artifact hasn't had the effect of the first. It's somewhat relieved the discomfort, but I fear my hunger hasn't quite... You do plenty for me, more than you realize. But this cannot be remedied. The magic isn't having the effect it should have. It's not like the last time, like a rainstorm that quells a forest fire. It merely drizzles. The embers still sizzle, the fire remains undefeated. I'm not certain what's going on, but nothing good. Please, I need to think. I need to retrace my steps to a glade of calm and think. Thank you for the artifact. A great deal of trouble it was too. A great deal of trouble indeed.
Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need. Sylva. Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need. So... Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need. So...
No helping it. We're exposed now. Whatever we want.
I think I'd make a fine teacher.
Thought I sensed an infernal around here. But you aren't from Elturel.
What's your story?
I spent a good bit of time in the Hells. Enlisted against my will by the Archdevil Zariel. Same as you, I suppose, if you're from Elturel. The Devils were delighted when your city was swallowed up. I thought they had you for keeps. Glad you got out.
I got lucky. It looks like you did too. And you brought some infernal machinery with you.
A little gift from Zariel. Keeps me burning hot.
Very hot by the smell of it. Might be burning out a piston ring or leaking oil. Mind if I take a listen?
Be my guest. But don't get too close or your eyes will melt shut.
Phew! You really are burning up. Whoever put that engine together tried to house metallurgized Demano valves inside a Ragnak's alloy casement. Very risky. I might be able to help. But I'd need infernal iron. And a prayer that my hammer will survive the work. That thing isn't meant to operate outside of Ernest. I'm not sure how much longer it'll keep running the way it's going.
Will you be able to turn down the temperature a little? Worried I'm gonna go in for a handshake and singe someone's arm off one of these days.
I'd worry about surviving the night first. But help one, help both. If we can cool you off, it'll stabilize your engine and allow you to touch whomever you please.
Hey, soldier. I think we picked up some of that infernal iron already. What say you? Should I give it to him?
Hells take me. What I wouldn't do for better tools. We're exposed now.
Let's march! This is ridiculous.
How fares the search?
Please let this work.
The weight of it. And that blaze of chaos. Can't imagine this where my heart should be. Must be quite the experience. Give me just a moment. And I think... There. You'll have to install it, I'm afraid. I don't think there are thick enough gloves in all the realms to protect from that kind of heat.
That feels... good. I'm still burning hot as hell's hole, but I feel less... changeable. Cheers, mate.
Pleasure. And as for the heat, I haven't got any solutions now, but I'm not giving up. Could be if the combustion chamber had its own insulation, or if we had some kind of enchanted coolant. Find me again in Baldur'sGate. If I'm worth my salt, I'll have figured something out by then. Take care, Karlach. And hopefully the next time I see you, I'll have something promising to report. Pocket any infernal iron you find along the way,
Druids.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
Damon's upgrade didn't cool me down, but it did juice me up. I don't think I've ever felt more powerful. Sooner rather than later would be good. I feel like I'm burning serious fuel. Oh, fuck yes. I'm ready to burn all night. Speaking of, I could eat a giant badger. Is it almost time for dinner?
Looking for steel? I have, well, something close.
Hold on to it for now. I haven't quite worked out a schematic for a new design. Might take me a bit of crunching to figure out something suitable. If it can even be done. But it's my top priority, believe me. Anything to take my mind off, well, everything.
Hell's take me. What I wouldn't do for better tools.
Shoes. Where are my boots? Show some dignity and leave. You've burdened...
Come, Silver. Stay close.
Why are you here? I sent you to Zevlor.
You did well to speak up for the girl. That snake is fickle. A tragedy prevented. Well seen. Well spotted. We've let a snake replace our leader. She is first druid in Halsin's absence. With him caught or dared by goblins, none may gainsay. But more will die if her ritual is finished. I doubt those exiled by the rite will survive long outside. Would you? I would give anything to see Halsin return home. Sylvanus' blessing upon... Halsin is an elf with the presence of a bear. He left west with the adventurers. You won't mistake the first druid for anyone else. Come, boy. It's all right.
Please leave. Our hospitality has limits, and they were crossed long ago. This will all be...
Oh, my savior. I wish you could have visited in better times.
We've shown them once. We take Grove law seriously.
By letting that child escape without consequence. We might as well have lain on the ground and let them trample.
Why did... Speak. I would prefer not to. But if Master Halsin does not return, Korga will give the order. And my voice will not matter. The bird knows. She needs to know. You do not. Forgive me. It is not you I fear. It is my brethren. More follow Korga every day. They are afraid, and she offers a simple solution. Eject the refugees, and we will be safe. It searches for news of Master Halsin. Only he can set this right. If he is gone, well, pray that he is not. Again?
Oh. My, you startled me. It's miles away. In a manner of speaking, yes. I was lost in prayer of all things. Mystra, for indeed it was her image I conjured, commands all magic. Salvation, if such a thing exists, is hers to bestow or withhold. And yet even now, more than I fear losing my own self and soul, magic is my life. I've been in touch with the weave for as long as I can remember. It's like music, poetry, physical beauty, all rolled into one and given expression through the senses. Would you like to experience this? Then follow my lead. Now you.
You feel something strange, like a kind word and a kind touch at the same time.
Excellent. Now, repeat after me. Athran mistraril kantrak eo.
Suddenly, the scent of rosewater and a sense of well-being. A sliver of weave that tastes sweet on the tongue.
Very good. Now, I want you to picture in your mind the concept of harmony, as true as you can.
You see, or is it sense, the presence of a woman. There's something like the anticipation of a kiss, then the pleasure of being cloaked in peace. You are safe. You are nestled in the cup of Mystra's hand.
You did it! You're channeling the weave. How does it feel? Oh, I know.
The weave connects you. The moment feels intimate. The weave evaporates, and as it does so, you realize the night feels suddenly cold and lonesome.
Oh. There it goes. How easily things slip away from us, no matter how hard they were in the obtaining. Good night. I enjoyed sharing a moment of magic with you.
Apart from an overgrowth of moss, the well looks unremarkable. Dry stones line the wall. At the bottom, something gleams in the dappled light.
Better be careful. Those webs carry vibrations. Something didn't like that.
You have my attention.
Let's move. Let me work my magic. Back home will ever believe this.
On the way.
Hurry. Nothing important is ever easy. Can't slow down. Allow me to demonstrate. Certainly.
Got it.
Well, so much for peace. Death is but a word away. Survival is all that matters.
someone there?
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have. Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Enough sitting around. Let's go hurt someone.
Let's move. Follows me everywhere.
Now this is my happy place.
Let's take you first.
I smell blood. Close ranks.
Gone with the weave. Indeed.
Eat this!
Blood comes easy these days. Victory is assured.
Fuck yes.
Hungry for the slaughter.
No choice but to keep going.
Must get up!
Creator. Destroyer.
Eat this!
Well, hello.
That put the wind back in my sails. Oh, I could go for a good meal. You shouldn't have tried me.
something ominous about such depths. I wonder how deep it goes.
Well, after you.
Trust no one.
No one's stopped me yet.
Keep your distance, darling.
Still alive. So that's progress. Looking ahead.
Any clue where we are in relation to Waterdeep?
From this distance between Elturel and Baldur's Gate, I'd say a long way away.
Ah. That will make getting word to my mother rather tricky. No matter. What she doesn't know can't hurt her. Not at this distance, anyway.
Soldier.
I applaud your taste.
All right, what now?
Speak. You're full up. Dismiss someone first. Ready for battle.
Salutations.
Is that blood? No, never mind. Step quick. Breathe deep and move. All right then.
Hear that? Someone's fighting the gnolls. We should help.
Don't be a fool, lad. Shut your mouth and keep your head down. Leave the heroics to them that don't value their own skin.
On my way.
I will ascend. Make way.
time to press ahead. It shall be done.
Time to strike. Make way.
A better position.
Victory awaits.
speak, they burn.
Outflank, outsmart.
On my way.
The lance board is set.
I am fury. I am death. My path be true.
What fools these mortals be.
protection.
I need healing! Now!
I need to rest. The sunset can't come quickly enough. There you are. I was just thinking about you. And that delicious moment we shared the other night. Pity. You're tastier than you know. And you were my first. In all these years, I've only ever fed on beasts. Drinking the blood of thinking creatures is a different thing entirely. You were delectable. And now I can't help but wonder how the others taste. Alas. It doesn't hurt to ponder the question, though. Take Gale, for example. He strikes me as someone whose blood is rich, refined, like well-aged brandy. But the Gith? What in the hells would she taste like? Yes. Heavens forbid we have an interesting conversation. Still, I am intrigued by the possibilities. Absolutely. A mere thought experiment. So, in the spirit of theoretical questions, if you had to take a bite from one of them, who would it be? Oh, no. No. Don't be disgusting. I just mean a sip of their blood. No mastication required. A fine choice. She is enticing. Although, the more I think on it, the hungrier I get. I better go find something I can actually get my teeth into. Don't tempt me, darling.
The dog pants through a ball held firmly in his mouth. He relinquishes the ball. It is well chewed and slick with drool.
By the gods, you're a sweet sight. Are any of my crew still alive out there? This whole journey's been one grim sight after another. Gnolls, goblins, drow.
Risen Road's more dangerous than ever. You're the first friendly face we've seen since Eltergard. We're bound for Baldur'sGate. Got some cargo to deliver. But we've a stop to make along the way. Thanks, but that won't be necessary. We'll find help at Joaquin's Rest. Listen, you look like you know how to handle yourself. You should meet my associates. We've got our own drinking spot by the tavern. Invitation only. Tell the fellow on the door, Little Serpent, Long Shadow. He'll take good care of you.
Rugen!
It's fine. We'd be dead if they hadn't shown up. A little hospitality won't do any harm. Shame we lost so many agents. But the chest is all that matters. Zaris would have our hides if we lost it. Black Hand be thanked. I didn't think anyone would find us. We'll take the chest back to the hideout. I owe you a drink. Lots of drinks. After all,
I don't feel lucky.
The rest of our crew's half digested, and you're still alive.
What's that?
Thanks again. We'll head out as soon as we've caught our breath.
I'll be glad when we're out of this bloody cave.
Well, lad, it's our lucky day after all.
I don't feel lucky.
The rest of our crew's half digested, and you're still alive. That's lucky. chest, more importantly. Of our crews
yes?
are digested, and you're still alive. That's lucky. It's fine. We'd be dead if they hadn't shown up. A little hospitality won't do any harm.
Stop picking through my...
Spill some blood.
It's fine. We'd be dead if they hadn't shown up. A little hospitality won't do any harm. Shame we lost so many agents. But the chest is all that matters. Zaris would have our hides if we lost it. Black Hand be thanked. I didn't think anyone would find us. We'll take the chest back to the hideout. I owe you a drink. Lots of drinks. Well, lad, it's our lucky day after all.
I don't feel lucky.
The rest of our crew's half digested, and you're still alive.
That's curious.
That's lucky. I'm fine. And so's the chest, more importantly.
What's inside? Always room for more.
Rest of our crew's half digested, and you're still alive. That's lucky.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
I'm fine. And so is the chest, more importantly.
At the ready.
Well then, it's our lucky day after all. Don't feel lucky. The rest of our crew's half digested, and you're still alive.
No time to rest.
One with the weave.
Still breathing, despite everything.
I don't feel lucky.
Hey, I'm up. I'm fine. And so's the chest, more importantly.
Which way to the nearest library?
What now?
action, not reaction.
Careful, I bite.
Can't give up now.
How delicious.
Are you holding up?
I'm fine. And so's the chest, more importantly.
Well met. I'm up for the challenge. You've ready?
Defender of the people.
Never a dull moment.
I don't feel lucky.
The rest of our crew's half digested, and you're still alive. That's lucky.
Lovely day, this. For now.
I've got a long road ahead.
feel lucky.
Thanks again. We'll head out as soon as we've caught our breath.
I'll be glad when we're out of this.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Well, lad, it's our lucky day after all.
I don't feel lucky.
The rest of our crew's half digested, and you're still alive. That's lucky.
How you holding up?
Defender of the people.
And so's the chest, more important.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Quite ready for you. Sharp as ever.
Well, lad, it's our lucky day after all.
I don't feel lucky.
The rest of our crew's half digested, and you're still alive.
Yeah, it was right with magic.
Invisibilis. All right, what now? Moving ahead.
Vlaakith's will be done.
Oh, I have the magic touch. Yes.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have. Come on, open up.
Hands off that! You've my gratitude for helping with the gnolls, but that ain't yours.
Where am I needed?
Was a time I tussled with hill giants without breaking a sweat. Now, a mere werebear could swat me halfway to arm.
I've got a lot.
Strange things are happening to us. What festers in our minds may well impel our bodies.
the Black Hand! I told you to leave that alone!
Still breathing, despite everything.
Was a time I tussled with hill giants without breaking a sweat. Now, a mere werebear could swat me halfway to arm.
Strange things are happening to us. What festers in our minds may well impel our bodies.
You strike me as cleverer than most Istiki Gale. Multiple tutors, I should guess.
Many a wise man and woman indeed. Waterdeep is the home of myriad scholars.
Ah, the City of Splendors. Spent a whole fleet's weight there with my father. What a delight. Can a squiddy go solo, Laser? You know, break free of their master.
Renegades are rare, but not unheard of. A geich gone astray is no less dangerous for it, and its head no less valuable.
Away from Waterdeep. Still alive. So that's progress. Don't give me trouble now.
trap. So much for a warm welcome.
Open up. Weapon balloons that use Sousa bark. Rare find. There's only one place I'm finding a Sousa tree. The Underdark. Something.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
No rest for the wicked, I see.
Never a dull moment.
Indolence breeds madness.
Where am I needed?
Have a lot on my mind. Well, in it.
my condition likes being ignored as little as I do. I must consume another artifact. And soon. Thank you. Good gods. It hardly has any effect. Oh, Mystra, have mercy on us all. Listen, I need to speak to you, to all of you. It would be unconscionable of me to remain silent. I might just be about to remedy that. You have to know who I was. You have to know who I really am. What I am is a walking shadow of the promise I once held. I'm what one might call a wizard prodigy, who from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it, much like a musician or a poet. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself, the Lady of Mysteries, the goddess Mystra. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time, she became my muse, and later even my lover. I am, after all, the villain of the tale. We enjoyed each other's company. Body, mind, and soul. But even so, I desired more. You see, no matter how powerful a wizard we mortals can become, we never scratch more than the surface of the weave. Mystra keeps us in check. There are boundaries she doesn't let us cross, yet every time I was with her, I stood on the precipice, gazing into the wonders that lay beyond. I sought to cross her boundaries. Though not, I think, my methods. I tried to convince her. I pouted. I pleaded. Swore my ambition was only to serve her better. She only smiled and told me to be contented. But inconceivable as it seems to me now, I shared a bed with a goddess, and yet I wasn't satisfied. So I sought to prove myself worthy to her instead. We come now to the crux of my folly. Shall I share the story behind it, or would you rather head straight to its sordid finale? Very well. Here goes. Once upon a very long time ago, a mighty lord lived in a tower. A flying tower, to be precise. I'll save his history for another time, but the gist of it is that he sought to usurp the goddess of magic so that he could become a god himself. And he almost managed, but not quite. And his entire empire, Netheril, came crashing down around him as he turned to stone. The magic that was unleashed that day was phenomenal. Roiling like the prime chaos that outdates creation. Even the weave itself could not withstand the onslaught. It fractured, then shattered, and all magic was lost to the mortal realms. Until the day Mystra returned. She restored the weave, reuniting all its scattered shards. Or so I thought. Until, in the course of my studies, I learned of a book. A Netherese tome in which a piece of the fractured weave had been sealed beyond her reach. What if, I thought, what if, after all this time, I could return this lost part of herself to the goddess? The answer was to try. The outcome was to fail. I was certain that this deed of raw power, draped in romance, would convince Mystra to take me by the hand and welcome me into her hitherto forbidden domains. I was mistaken. I obtained the fabled book and took it into my study. As for what happened next... Here. Place your hand over my heart. Let me show you.
You feel the tadpole quiver as you realize Gale is letting you into the dark. You see through Gale's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread memory. A book, bound, then suddenly opened. Inside there are no pages, only a swirling mass of blackest weave that pounces. Its teeth, its claws, it's unstoppable as it digs through and becomes part of you. And gods, is it ever hungry.
Thankfully, the moment I absorbed the fragment wasn't enough to kill me outright. It was only the beginning. This Netherese blight, this orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my chest. And it needs to be fed. As long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, remains quiet. Were it ever to fully destabilize, however. I will erupt. I don't know the exact magnitude of the eruption, but given my studies of Netherese magic, I'd say even a fragment as small as the one I carry, it'd level a city the size of Waterdeep.
You thrice-damned rotten bastard! You've been the greatest threat to our lives all this time!
I swear to you I wasn't. But I've no choice but to admit I am now. Perhaps it would be best if I leave. Put as much distance between us as I can before the orb erupts. We might chance upon a king's collection of magical artifacts around the corner. We might cross paths with a miracle round the bend. All of this. It must feel like a betrayal. Say the word, and we'll part ways. I understand. I harbor you no ill will. In fact, I enjoyed your company, even throughout this harrowing journey of ours. My tale is at an end, but yours is not. Beat that damn parasite in your head. Win the day and celebrate the nights. Farewell.
Speak.
You sort of fight.
All of this. It must feel like a betrayal. Say the word, and we'll part ways. That is a great relief. Oh, a great relief indeed. You truly are a soul that steals my own. From all my new rallied heart, I thank you. I thank you all. I understand if you stand against me. I'm humbled if you stand with me. Either way, I will do my best not to let you down. I stand at a precipice, but if you do not give up hope, neither shall I. I'll fight. I'll resist as long as I can. Now, even I am tired of the sound of my own voice. Let us venture forth.
Wonder what's past this.
That should more than suffice.
Knock, knock.
Admire your courage, Gale.
Thank you. Any particular reason?
Between the orb and the bug, you've got more than your fair share of unwelcome passengers.
What can I say? Mother always told me to be a gracious host.
Lost in thought.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
tell us where she is. We don't want any trouble.
But you're bloody getting some if you don't fess up.
She went to see you.
Lads, for the love of all that is holy, I've never clapped eyes on your poor sister.
Drop the act, hag. You was the last to see me, Rena.
Just let her go. Please.
Thank goodness you're here, sweetie. I don't know what's come over these boys.
Stop this! We won't ask again!
Sweetie, be careful!
He's with the hag!
Don't bloody stand there gaping. Get him!
I'll strike you down. Battle of wits. May it please, Mistra. This is my time. 2 steps at a time.
My path be true.
Ha!
All of this. It must feel like a... That is... You truly are a... I thank you. I stand... Now.
A couple turns should do it.
Gale.
Thank you. Any particular reason?
Between the orb and the bug, you've got more than your fair share of unwelcome passengers.
What can I say? Mother always taught me to be a gracious host.
What's on your mind? You know I'm up for it, but your party's a little full. Let's hop.
Looking ahead.
Oi! Thicko! This here's off limits. Get to the main gate, or I'll plug you full of arrows.
Goblins ahead.
A war drum. One of those can summon fighters far and wide.
Shove over, Claw! Drow coming through. Stop fidgeting.
Best keep your hands to your...
And the Knoll gnawed her arm clean off. So much for the flaming fist, eh? The fist. Pigs from Baldur'sGate. Good for one thing. Feeding to walks. Bunch of prisoners got towed to Moonrise. City snobs most, but the flaming fist? Pile of smoking corpses. I figured a drow would not take the north path. It winds you around sure as sunshine till you reach the towers.
Roll touche!
Hear my voice. Obey my command.
The voice is irresistible. You recognize the overwhelming authority that you've used on others, only infinitely stronger. Your vision clouds, leaving you in a dark, featureless shadowscape. Nothingness in every direction. Then there are 3 figures before you. An armored male elf exuding power and command. A handsome younger man with a quick, easy smile. And a pale young woman with even paler eyes.
These are my chosen. They speak for me. Aid their search for the weapon. And you will be worthy to stand beside them. In my presence.
The visions fade and the voice falters as a strange energy swells around you. The many-sided artifact. Somehow you understand it's repelling the presence.
My power grows. My forces gather. The reckoning draws near.
The voice is quelled. The artifact's doing.
Whatever power the artifact possesses, it shows no sign of it now.
Sounds like they've captured themselves a bard.
Oh, a stranger in a fair camp. Be you beguiled, or be you beheaded? Goblin kind will tease you and scout you. Disarm you and draw you the truth.
How are we to find the druid in this case?
Let's hope we find him in one piece.
Bloody racket.
Oh, come on now. They're just having
Oi! Ain't no party in here. We're doing the Absolute's work. State your business. Now.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority. A shadow swims across your vision, and a familiar voice tells you to be calm. You are loved.
Oh, beg pardon. You must be here to join the other true souls. Please, go right ahead. Bloody racket.
Oh, come on now. They're just having a bit of fun.
Aye, so much fun.
Do you hear the Absolute's voice? Do you feel her guide you? Oh, she shall me. You know.
That the jingle of coin I hear? You've timed it well, my friend. Already turned quite the profit today. So I'm feeling generous. Aye, so you have. There's one place the Zentarim can trek. Folk up here like to quiver over right and wrong. Until the coins start. It's just business. If there was money in being good, the Zentarim would be pure as paladins. You joking? Goblins sell the best prisoners. Cheap. Till this crowd converted and started sending their captives to Moonrise Tower. No complaints, mind. I just sold enough smoke powder to cover the loss 10 times over. Ask that kin of yours they're all bowing to. The glint in her eye is bad news for someone. Not my concern, so long as I'm paid. Speaking of, something to trade?
Smells like burnt flesh in here.
At least give your sword! We want you dead, you dumb knuckle. Not dead any around. Get down there and stop complaining! How do we get
Best not do anything suspicious while it's watching.
What are we waiting for? Spears are sharp. The lads are up.
Your scouting party has not returned, and half of the intruders escaped your guards.
Sorry, mistress. We mucked up.
Until their sanctuary is found, I will take something precious from you every hour that passes. A trinket, a tongue, a limb.
I ain't no use without my limbs. The lads will make the prisoner squeal soon enough, I swear.
Silence now, creature, or I will silence you forever.
As she turns to you, her thoughts mingle with yours. A cold hand caressing your brain. The chamber melts away to reveal a dark, endless nowhere. In it, you see a vision. The drow listens as a pale-eyed young woman whispers in her ear. One of those the voice spoke of. One of the chosen. The vision fades away.
A true soul? Do not think that means we are equals, Jalok. Are you here to join my hunt? Why do you ask? Surely you feel the Absolute moving through me, just as I feel her in you. Now you must obey me and hunt Jalok. In her name. Worshippers of a false god. Their existence is an insult to the Absolute's claim on this region. There is a weapon the Absolute seeks. I'm sure those wretches have it hidden away there. We will find it amongst the dead and the ashes.
Her excitement is palpable. She lingers on thoughts of victory, of unbelievers' blood spilled, and of the weapon. She will seize it, in the Absolute's name. You suddenly feel a strange anxiety take hold. Not your own, but that of the Gith artifact you carry. Somehow, it's afraid. You attune your mind to it. The artifact does not want to part from you. It does not want to fall into the Absolute's clutches.
The thief, whimpering in our dungeon, tried to flee to their sanctuary. We will continue to remove parts of him until he tells us exactly where it is. He's been resilient, but he'll talk.
She is seeking the grove you visited. Already you feel her mind closing around yours.
Speak, true soul. The hunt must begin soon. You are sure? And how did you find it? Excellent. Now, show it to me. Be my eyes.
Her mind enters yours. A splinter of ice piercing your memories. Tiefling faces flicker into view as she attempts to learn the grove's location.
I see only fragments. Your mind is confused. Do what you must to clear it.
Cultists
like us.
The village to the east.
Why do they think they're talking to a god?
Looks that way. But Scout said there is something moving around out there.
Just the worms in our heads.
That makes them more
It's
than
not our
deviant.
concern. Our prey is elsewhere. I trust you have cleared your mind. I hunger for battle. We must find the sanctuary. So close. Their fate is sealed, and you will be instrumental in the slaughter. Go to their refuge and make your way inside. As a friend. I will gather a raiding party and move into position. You will open the gates from the inside when the time is right to strike. We will cleanse the place of infidels and burn it to the ground in the Absolute's name. And then we will be the first among her favorites. Good. Marshalling the goblins is no simple matter, but my warband will be ready to attack by next light. You must make your way inside. Once I am in position, on your signal, we break them. And when they are dead, the Absolute will reward your faith. As will I. For the Absolute. Gather the raiders. It is
Yes,
time.
your ladyship. We won't let you down.
Whoa, soldier. What did you just do? Listen to me. I'm trusting you. But if you disappoint me, it'll be the last thing you do.
Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need. Silva.